Good morning, students. Welcome to Silver Bells Mansarovar Online Education. Dear students, today we are going to discuss about chapter number 6, My Childhood. Before you read, can you think of any scientist who have also been statesman? APJ Abdul Kalam, whose project in space, defense, and nuclear technology guided India into the 21st century, became our 11th president in 2002, as we know. In his autobiography, Wings of Fire, he speaks of his childhood. So already we have discussed this thing in a summary of the lesson. Okay, this lesson has been taken from his autobiography, Wings of Fire. So let us start through the book. Over here, I it means Abdul Kalam, Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. I was born into a middle class Tamil family in the island town of Rameshwaram in the Eastwhile Madras state. My father, Zainuddin, and had neither much formal education nor much wealth. Despite these disadvantages, he possessed great innate wisdom and a true generosity of spirit. So over here, Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, who has given a clear account of his own life, even though about his childhood. Okay, he was not born in any rich family. Okay, he born in middle class family, and as he returned, okay, his father did not have much wealth, even though because of in such a situation, the father of Abdul Kalam, okay, who had great generosity of spirit of life. He had an ideal helpmate in my mother, okay, helpmate, always ready for help, Ashyama. So, the name of mother of Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam is Ashyama. I do not recall the exact number of people she fed every day, but I am quite certain that far more outsiders ate with us than all the members of our own family put together. So over here we can say goodness ऑफ मदर ऑफ अब्दुल कलाम. उन्होंने यह बताया कि मुझे पता नहीं कितने लोग रोज के मेरे घर के बाहर मतलब बाहर वाले लोग मेरे घर पे खाना खाते थे, पर ये पक्का पता है कि जितने मेंबर मेरे फैमिली में थे उससे तो बाहर वाले ज़्यादा रेगुलर खाना खाते थे. तो आप समझ सकते हो कि आज का दौर अगर देखा जाए तो हम कभी कभी किसी को मतलब चाय पिलाने के लिए भी इतराते होते हैं कि भाई बनानी पड़ेगी, ये करना पड़ेगा, पर यहाँ ऐसा है ही नहीं. बराबर. तो आप देख सकते हो कि गुडनेस अदरवाइज काइंडनेस अब्दुल कलाम को उनकी मतलब कि होम से उनको उनके कल्चर में ही मिली थी. आई वॉज वन ऑफ मैनी चिल्ड्रन, a short boy with rather undistinguished looks, born to tall and handsome parents. Over here, Abdul Kalam has noted that, okay, a short boy with rather undistinguished look, okay, ordinary look, not extraordinary. Okay, at that time, no one believed that Abdul Kalam would become a great scientist or president of the country. So that is why, and even though the mother and father of Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, they were handsome, okay, tall and looking good, but Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam had not good appearance according to him. Okay, by his work he became great, but just at a first impression he didn't get good look. So sometimes we marginalize some children, otherwise we take easy some children, they are not looking good. Okay, but some no one knows what happened, okay, in the future. So that thing happened, it has been proved. Now next, we lived in our ancestral house, which was built in the middle of 19th century. It was fairly large pakka house made of limestone and brick on the Mosque Street in Rameshwaram. This question can be asked, okay, where did Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam lived? So, on the Mosque Street in Rameshwaram. My austere father used to avoid all inessential comforts and luxuries. Okay, austere means simple, strict, and severe. Sometimes we have ability to buy many things, but we do not buy. Okay, because of our simplicity. Okay, so that thing has been seen in the nature of Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam's father. Okay, and over here he has noted, my austere father used to avoid all inessential comforts and luxuries. However, all necessities were provided for in terms of food, medicine, or clothes. So, actually, the father of Abdul Kalam, who opposed unessential or inessential comforts and luxuries, but even though whatever basic needs were satisfied in the Abdul Kalam's home in term of food, medicine, or clothes. They got, okay, in a sufficient amount, we can say. In fact, I would say mine was very secure childhood, both materially and emotionally. Materially means sometimes we see some children, they are roaming here and there because of they do not have food. Okay, so that kind of situation was not happened with Abdul Kalam. He got enough, okay, whatever requirable things, even though emotionally. Okay, the childhood of Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam was secured in both way, materially, okay, जो चीज़ें चाहिए थी, रिक्वायर नेसेसिटी थी, वो सारी मिलती थी, और इमोशनल जितना घर में प्रेम मिलना चाहिए. कभी कभी कुछ बच्चों को सारी चीज़ें बहुत कम एज में मोबाइल, लैपटॉप, अरे जो भी टेक्नोलॉजिकल सारे इंस्ट्रूमेंट वो मिल जाते हैं, पर मदर फादर के पास टाइम नहीं होता उससे बात करने के लिए. तो ये बात भी नहीं थी. यहाँ अब्दुल कलाम ने बताया कि भाई मेरा जो घर था वहाँ मेरे पापा स्ट्रिक्ट थे, उनको जो इननेसेसरी चीज़ें थी वो पसंद नहीं थी, लग्जरी लाइफ पसंद नहीं थी, पर फिर भी जो चीज़ें चाहिए वो मिलती थी, और साथ में उनका प्रेम हमारे साथ था. नाउ नेक्स्ट बेटा, in Second World War broke out in 1939 when I was 8 years old. For reasons I have never been able to understand, a sudden demand for tamarind seeds erupted in the market. Okay, already you have learned in your essay social science, okay, about World War. So Second World War took place in 1939. Okay, and at that time Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam was 8 years old, so he didn't understand, okay, what are the reasons for the war and what is the effect of the war and all. Okay, but there was a high demand, sudden demand took place of tamarind seeds. Okay, imli ke beej seeds erupted in the market. I used to collect the seeds and sell them to provision shop on Mosque Street. Okay, so at that time Abdul Kalam used to collect tamarind seeds and he sold them into provision shops, किराने की जो दुकान होती है वहाँ. A day's collection would fetch me the princely sum of Anna, and Abdul Kalam got, okay, the amount at that time 1 Anna. This is a currency. My brother-in-law Jalaluddin would tell me stories about the war, which I would later attempt to trace in the headlines in Dinamani. Actually, some knowledge had been given by Abdul Kalam's brother-in-law Jalaluddin about the war, and after hearing, because the age was not enough to understand everything, but even though whatever he had been heard from his brother-in-law Jalaluddin, and he tried to read from the newspaper traced in the headline in Dinamani. Our area, being isolated, was completely unaffected by the war, but soon India was forced to join allied forces, and something like a state of emergency was declared. Actually, as we know, at that time we were under control of Britishers, so we didn't give our support anywhere. Okay, but because of many reasons, India had to connect with some things, and there was emergency was declared in India also. Now the first casualty came in the form of suspension of the train held at Rameshwaram station. The newspapers now had to be bundled and thrown out from the moving train on the Rameshwaram road between Rameshwaram and Dhansukdi. So as I told, okay, earlier the train stopped at Rameshwaram, but because of the emergency, okay, the train didn't stop. Okay, it got slow only, and at that time what they had to do, they had to bundle the newspaper and thrown out from there. Okay, where at the Rameshwaram road between Rameshwaram and Dhansukdi. That forced my cousin Samsuddin, who distributed newspaper in the Rameshwaram, to look for a helping hand to catch the bundles, and as if naturally I filled this slot. Okay, at that time one person couldn't manage the situation. चालू ट्रेन में से बंडल को मतलब कि लेके धीरे थोड़ी स्लो होती थी, वहाँ से जो एरिया के रामेश्वरम के जो न्यूज़पेपर थे वो काम में उनके कजिन शमसुद्दीन थे, तो वो मैनेज नहीं कर पाते थे। तब क्या हुआ था कि शमसुद्दीन जो है वो ट्रेन में से न्यूज़पेपर के बंडल फेंकते थे और सामने वो मतलब कि कलेक्ट करते थे अब्दुल कलाम, और वो जगह थी जहाँ उनको सेट होना था। सो व्हाट हैपेंड ओवर हियर स्टूडेंट्स? Now they forced my cousin Samsuddin, who distributed newspaper in Rameshwaram, to look for a helping hand to catch the bundles, and as if naturally I filled this slot. मतलब जो ज़रूरत थी मैंने ख़त्म कर दी. Samsuddin helped me earn my first wage, or Samsuddin helped me to earn my first wage. Half a century later, half a century later, I can still feel the surge of pride in earning my own money for the first time. So over here you can see when he earned something by doing the distribution of the newspaper, otherwise helping to Samsuddin, Abdul Kalam felt that I had proud about it, that I got some money by doing this work. Every child is born. Now see, Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam has given his experience about the childhood. So he has noted over here, every child is born with some inherited characteristic into a specific socio-economic and emotional environment, and trained in certain ways by figures of authority. So as a child born in particular place, the effect of that place has been seen in his characteristics. आप कहाँ आपका जन्म हुआ है, आप कौन से फैमिली में से आ रहे हो, वो लॉन्ग मतलब कि आपका जो भी है बिहेवियर उसमें आ ही जाता है। अनदर थिंग वो है कि आपको जो विरासत मिलती है वो क्या होती है, इनहेरिटेड कैरेक्टरिस्टिक इनटू स्पेसिफिक सोशियो इकोनॉमिक एंड इमोशनल एनवायरनमेंट। तो बड़ी बात है, सपोज आप बड़े फैमिली में आपका जन्म हुआ है तो आपको इकोनॉमिकल आपको जो है विरासत मिलती है, आप कौन से समाज में, मतलब यहाँ ये बात नहीं है कि आप कौन से समाज में हो, ये चीज़ पे इंडिकेशन नहीं कि खास ध्यान रखना बच्चों। ये मत समझना कि भाई पर्टिकुलर क्लास में जो बच्चा जन्मता है तो उसका कैरेक्टरिस्टिक ऐसा होता है, ऐसा नहीं है। पर कुछ चीज़ें वो जन्म के साथ लेके आता है, उसके बाद जो वहाँ मतलब रहता है, ओके, और वो चीज़, वो एनवायरनमेंट उस पर इफेक्ट बनाते होते हैं। सो every child is born with some inherited characteristic into specific socio-economic and emotional environment and trained into certain ways by figure of authority. I inherited honesty and self-discipline from my father. Okay, Kalam has noted over here. I inherited honesty and self-discipline from my father. From my mother, I inherited faith in goodness and deep kindness, and so did my three brothers and sister. और कलाम के 3 भाई और एक बहन थी, तो सबको विरासत में एक चीज़ मिली थी। पहले ही कलाम ने बताया कि जहाँ बच्चे का जन्म होता है उसको वो एनवायरनमेंट से विरासत मिलती है। और कलाम को क्या मिला था? उनके पापा के पास से ऑनेस्टी एंड सेल्फ डिसिप्लिन, कि खुद की डिसिप्लिन, खुद को क्या करना है वो एक्चुअली हम डिसिप्लिन दूसरे सिखाते हैं कभी कभी रोज़ बना के, पर खुद की जो डिसिप्लिन है, सेल्फ डिसिप्लिन, मुझे एक सही है वही करना है, इट इज़ कॉल्ड सेल्फ डिसिप्लिन। ओके, मुझे रॉन्ग चीज़ नहीं करनी है, अगर मुझे पता है ये चीज़ नहीं होनी चाहिए, फिर भी मैं उसमें अवेयरनेस न दिखा के और कोई भी काम करता रहता हूँ, इट इज़ नॉट कॉल्ड सेल्फ डिसिप्लिन। ओके, तो हमने आगे भी देखा कि कुछ चीज़ों में कलाम के फादर बहुत स्ट्रिक्ट थे, वो सेल्फ डिसिप्लिन में मानने वाले थे, तो वो चीज़ कलाम में भी आई। साथ में दूसरी बात भी हमने देखा कि उनकी मदर आयशा माँ, उनके घर पे बाहर वाले खाना खाने ज़्यादा आते थे उनके फैमिली मेम्बर्स से, तो ये बताता है उनमें गुडनेस और डीप काइंडनेस थी, और ये चीज़ भी कलाम में देखी गई। सो ही हैज़ नोटेड ओवर हियर, आई इनहेरिटेड फेथ इन गुडनेस एंड डीप काइंडनेस एंड सो डिड माई 3 ब्रदर्स एंड सिस्टर। और जो चीज़ मुझे मिली है मदर फादर से, वो मेरे 3 भाई और बहन को भी ऐसी मिली चीज़ें विरासत में मिली है। आई हैड 3 क्लोज फ्रेंड इन माई चाइल्डहुड ओवर हियर। Kalam has noted about his friend circle. He had 3 close friends. Okay, actually, in many times, okay, we have seen the number of friends. But suppose if we have to recall them, and they are really close, so there are not many. And over here, that thing happened with Kalam also. Ramanand Shastri, Arvind, and Shiv Prakashan. They were close friend of Kalam. All these boys were from Orthodox Hindu Brahmin families. You can see Kalam was a Muslim boy and his friends, they were Hindus and from Orthodox Brahmin family. Okay. As children, none of us ever felt any difference among ourselves because of our religious differences and upbringing. Okay, Kalam has noted over here, we actually by religion we were different, but there is no difference in our behavior anywhere. Otherwise in our bring up, हमारा जो उछेर होता है उसमें कोई चेंजेस दिखा नहीं गया। Then Ramanand Shastri was the son of Pakshi Lakshmana Shastri, the high priest of the Rameshwaram temple. Later he took over the priesthood of the Rameshwaram temple from his father. Okay. Afterwards Arvind went to the business of arranging transport for visiting pilgrimages, and Shiv Prakashan became a catering contractor for the Southern Railways. Okay, so afterwards what he worked also Kalam has noted. So okay, this question many times has been asked also. Okay, again I am repeating, make sure. Okay, you can see Ramanand Shastri was son of Pakshi Lakshman Shastri, the high priest of the Rameshwaram temple. Later he took, okay, Ramanand Shastri took over the priesthood, मतलब उनके पापा जो पूजा करते थे रामेश्वरम टेम्पल की, तो वो काम में वो लग गया, priesthood of the Rameshwaram temple from his father. Afterwards, Arvind went into the business of arranging transport for visiting pilgrims. मतलब अरविंद जो था वो ट्रांसपोर्ट बिजनेस में लग गया. देन शिव प्रकाशन बिकम कैटरिंग कॉन्ट्रैक्टर बना साउदर्न रेलवेज पे. ओके स्टूडेंट्स, वी आर कीपिंग ओवर हियर. Remaining part will discuss in next video. Thank you. Have a nice day.